the U.S. tackles feral hog invasion by turning them into food. Many chefs, farmers, and suppliers are taking a new approach to the destruction caused by feral hogs, by turning them into a sustainable source of protein. At Die Do restaurant in Austin, Texas, feral hog is a highlight on the menu. The wild pigs come from both Texas and other regions. Christopher Columbus brought 8 pigs to the Western Hemisphere as a food source during his voyage to Cuba in 1493. The descendants of those pigs, now estimated to number 6 million across 35 states, have been causing problems ever since. Each year, they cause $2.5 billion in damage to crops, forestry, and livestock operations. They can also spread diseases to both humans and animals. In Texas alone, the feral hog population is around 2 million, making the state the epicenter of this nationwide issue. Therefore, some chefs, farmers, and meat suppliers in Texas and other hotspots in the South are bringing feral hogs into the food chain. They are transforming this troublesome species into a sustainable protein source for humans. Chef Jesse Griffiths, co-founder of Die Do Restaurant, is one of the strongest advocates for consuming wild hog meat in the hospitality industry. In the summer of 2022, as a severe drought scorched central Texas, FarmShare's 4-hectare organic farm in Austin fell victim to an unrelenting threat: feral hogs. Mia Torres, coordinator at FarmShare, a non-profit that supports new farmers and provides fresh food to communities in East Austin and Travis County, was horrified by the devastation. In just one night, a group of 6 fully grown wild hogs, each weighing over 200 pounds, around 92 kilograms, tore through 0.08 hectares of land, destroying over 900 kilograms of crops. Deep muddy holes and trapped plants stood as stark evidence of the destructive power of these animals. Feral hogs are no ordinary pests. Descended from Eurasian boars introduced to the U.S. in the 1890s for sport hunting, they have evolved into a formidable menace. With sharp intelligence, remarkable adaptability, and physical strength, they have become a nightmare for farmers. At FarmShare, Mia realized the hogs weren't just looking for food. They were also rooting through the moist soil to cool off in Texas's record-breaking heat. But this behavior didn't lessen their threat. Their sharp tusks, aggressive nature, and rapid reproduction make them a danger not to be underestimated. Mia's efforts to control the hogs quickly revealed the challenge she was up against. She built a watchtower in the fields, hoping to monitor and deter them. But on many long nights, all she saw were fleeting glimpses of the hogs, swift and alert, as if they knew they were being watched. She tried baiting traps with a mix of corn, fermented beer, and sugar, but the hogs seemed to mock her efforts. They're frighteningly smart, Mia said. They recognize the traps instantly and just walk away, leaving them for the birds. Once, she witnessed a hog smash through a wooden fence with a single charge, as if it were no more than a twig. The danger of feral hogs goes beyond physical destruction. They also pose a threat to human safety. Mia heard stories of hogs attacking farmers on nearby properties. When cornered, they are capable of charging at terrifying speed. At FarmShare, she worried that staff or volunteers might unknowingly encounter the hogs at night. Moreover, these animals carry infectious diseases that can threaten livestock and even humans, compounding the risks they bring. Even after reaching out to agencies like the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, for help, Mia realized that feral hogs are a problem even the experts struggle to manage. They reproduce so rapidly that population control efforts can barely keep up. At FarmShare, every day the hogs continued to roam was another day the dream of providing sustainable food to the community was under threat. They're not just destroying crops, Mia said with concern. They're destroying our hope. The story at FarmShare serves as a stark warning about feral hogs, a species that brings not only damage but unpredictable danger. In the searing heat of Texas, they're not just a problem for farms. They're a threat to entire communities, forcing people to confront a foe that is smart, powerful, and unrelenting. Several other factors have contributed to the rise of one of North America's earliest invasive species. In some areas, crossbreeding has led to an uncontrollable situation. Domesticated pigs were intentionally bred for rapid reproduction in their early stages and large litter sizes. Eurasian wild boars are extremely difficult to hunt. These two traits combined give them a real advantage, said Michaela Killam, a wildlife damage management expert at Texas A&M University's AgriLife Extension Service. Despite being hard to catch, many states with large feral hog populations allow hunters to shoot them. Some trappers also help bring wild hog meat to market. At Broken Arrow Ranch in Texas, the farm works with trappers who capture the hogs and transport them to a licensed processing facility for slaughter and packaging. Mike Hughes, founder of the ranch, became aware of the feral hog issue several years ago. Not long after, Broken Arrow became a meat supplier, selling between 1,500 and 1,700 wild hogs annually. While Broken Arrow accepts hogs weighing between 40 to 200 pounds, 18 to 92 kilograms, they prefer medium-sized animals weighing from 80 to 180 pounds, 36 to 82 kilograms. According to Chris Hughes, co-owner of Broken Arrow, adult male hogs can weigh between 300 to 400 pounds, 136 to 181 kilograms. But the larger they grow, the more hormones they produce, giving the meat an unpleasant odor. At Shogun Farms on the outskirts of Tampa, Florida, that odor is dealt with by housing and feeding 650 to 700 hogs at any given time for about 6 months. When new hogs arrive, they are quarantined and dewormed to prevent parasites. The herd is closely monitored and fed a diverse diet. The result of this labor-intensive process is a rich red meat that many customers compare to Wagyu pork. While operations like Broken Arrow and Shogun Farms are working to remove invasive hogs from the environment, bringing wild pork to market isn't easy. Unlike other game meats sold by Broken Arrow that can be processed on-site, wild hog meat must comply with federal inspection regulations. Suppliers often spend significant time and effort finding USDA-approved facilities to process the hogs. The limited number of approved processing facilities means that wild hog may remain a specialty item for the foreseeable future. However, chefs across the U.S. are taking notice of its growing availability. Broken Arrow's products now appear on menus at several high-profile restaurants, including Italy in New York, Redbird in Los Angeles, Rainbow Lodge in Houston, and Quince in San Francisco. And turtles. Furthermore, feral hogs can carry infectious diseases like swine fever, posing risks to both wildlife and livestock. Some argue that wild hogs may provide certain ecological benefits, such as aerating soil and dispersing seeds, but these minor upsides are usually outweighed by the extensive damage they cause. As seen in the story of FarmShare in Austin, feral hogs are a nightmare for farmers. They destroy crops, damage arable land, and inflict significant economic losses. For example, a single small group was able to wipe out 900 kilograms of produce in just one night. Across the U.S., feral hogs are estimated to cause billions of dollars in agricultural damage annually. They not only consume crops but also wreck irrigation systems and fencing. Farmers often feel helpless. Feral hogs are intelligent, easily avoid traps, and are difficult to manage even with hunting efforts or reinforced fencing. This has led many to view them as a serious threat that must be eradicated completely.
Yukarı çıkıyor. Yukarı çıkacak, aşağı çıkacak bak şimdi. Hazır ol. Çıktı. Hazır. Bekle. Bir üsttekine çıkacak şimdi.
In areas like East Austin, where the nonprofit FarmShare operates an organic farm, feral hogs are not only a threat to agriculture but have also crept into community life, raising deep concerns. With their destructive power, feral hogs can turn a lush field into a muddy wasteland overnight, as FarmShare experienced in the summer of 2022, when a group of 6 hogs destroyed 0.08 hectares and caused a loss of over 900 kilograms of produce. But the issue goes beyond numbers. With sharp tusks and aggressive behavior, feral hogs are becoming a direct danger to local residents, making people more cautious than ever. In East Austin, a vibrant area rich in cultural diversity and strong community bonds, feral hogs have invaded residential neighborhoods. They dig up backyards, knock over trash cans, and even confront pets, causing families to worry about the safety of their children and animals. One resident recalled a terrifying moment when a 100-kilogram hog stood towering in the backyard at midnight, its eyes glowing in the dark. With long tusks and the ability to charge at speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour, 30 miles per hour, feral hogs are not just a nuisance, they are a real danger. Moreover, the risk of disease transmission, such as swine fever or parasites, further raises concerns about public health. Yet, amid the difficulties, the East Austin community has demonstrated remarkable unity. Inspired by FarmShare's efforts, many local residents and organizations have come together to tackle the feral hog problem without relying solely on violent means. Programs like the workshop led by Emma Larson at FarmShare have drawn hundreds of participants, from students to seniors, eager to learn about hog behavior and innovative solutions such as smart fencing and man-made wetland areas to lure them away from homes. These workshops not only provide knowledge but also spark a sense of collective responsibility, encouraging people to protect their environment. We're learning to understand feral hogs instead of just fearing them, one volunteer shared. That makes us stronger. These efforts have turned a challenge into an opportunity to raise environmental awareness. Schools in East Austin have started including the feral hog issue in their curriculum, teaching students about ecological balance and the importance of coexisting with wildlife. Volunteer night patrols have also been formed, not to hunt hogs, but to alert others to their presence, helping neighbors avoid dangerous encounters. FarmShare has partnered with scientists to test sensor technology aimed at managing feral hogs more sustainably. Although the threat hasn't been fully eradicated, these steps have reduced damage and brought hope. Recently, a documentary video about feral hogs in East Austin went viral, attracting thousands of views and lively discussion. We want to hear from you. In the comment section below the video, viewers have shared, "I live near Austin and have seen hogs ruin my garden. Does anyone know effective ways to keep them away?" FarmShare's workshop was amazing. I believe education is the key to solving this issue. Feral hogs are dangerous, but hunting isn't always the answer. Should we explore more humane methods? What are your thoughts on feral hogs and how East Austin is responding? Do you have experiences or ideas on how to control them without harming the environment? Leave a comment below the article or video. Maybe you've encountered hogs before, or maybe you have a creative solution like FarmShare's. Every voice could inspire the community. Let's work together to turn this challenge into an opportunity for a safer, more sustainable living environment.